To start work on the task, the user has to mark the task as applicable from the Planning Mode screen. When the Materiality task is marked as applicable, the parent task, Materiality and Testing, will also be marked as applicable and the toggle button will be switched on. Once marked as applicable, the task will be listed in the Execution Mode screen, where the status will be marked as Not Started and the percent complete will be 0% complete. The user can click on Start button and the status will now be changed to In Progress. However, the percent completion will still be at 0% complete. Click on Go to Task to enter the task. The default display for the Step 1 screen will be the list of questions that the user needs to answer to assess the engagement risk. There are 27 questions, as given in ICAI utility sheet for materiality computation. Each question offers multiple risk levels that users can select from a drop-down, assigning an appropriate weightage based on the chosen risk level. If a question does not apply to the assignment, the risk level can be set to Not Applicable, with the weightage marked as 0. As the questions are answers, the overall risk assessment gets updated. There are multiple features on the Step 1 screen. Apply default values. This feature allows the user to populate responses to all the questions with responses defaulted by AssureAI. Upon clicking the button, the system shares a message confirming that default values will be filled in and any previous responses will be overruled now. The default values are designed based on the most likely responses from auditors, helping users save time. Clear value. This feature allows the user to clear all previous responses, resetting the questions to the default values of Not Applicable for the risk level and 0 for the weightage. Copy from another year. If the client has values already filled for the questions in a different financial period, they can be copied into the current assignment by selecting the desired financial year from the drop-down. Copy from another client. Similar to copying responses from a different financial year period, responses can be copied from another client and desired financial period of the client. User can click on Save and Proceed to navigate to Step 2. In Step 2, Compute Overall and Performance Materiality progress is 33% complete. The system provides 7 default benchmarks with values for the current year, previous year, and a 2-year average. No benchmark is pre-selected. The user chooses one based on the assignment's needs. Upon selection, the system sets a default materiality percent, which the user can adjust from the drop-down. Users can also add manual benchmarks via the Add Benchmark button. Adding the required details on the pop-up screen will allow the user to add a manual benchmark, which will be auto-selected on the benchmark table with an option to edit or delete the benchmark. System-provided benchmarks cannot be modified or removed. When 2 benchmarks are selected, the Selection Basis drop-down appears, allowing users to choose the lowest or highest materiality amount. The selected basis is applied, and the amount is displayed in the summary table. The summary table displays all details, allowing users to set materiality percent for performance, trivial, and specific materiality. Default percent values adjust based on risk level, high-low, and can be modified within the allowed range. An option to round off the amounts is also provided. User can click on Save and Proceed to navigate to Step 3. In Step 3, select categories for specific materiality. Progress reaches 66%. AssureAI offers 2 categories: Related Party and Statutory Dues, which can be added individually or together. Users can select a relevant head, subhead, or ledger from the displayed list. Step 4 summarizes the task, reaching 100% completion, allowing it to be marked as complete.